You'll never guess who it is. It's me! We're back with another sketchbook tour. Um, Once again, I'm not really that used to filming myself, so let's just jump on in. As you can probably tell, we're not at the same table, we're at my actual desk. Yeah, sketchbook number 8, I started this in July. Yes. This is the first page, as per usual. All of these content warnings should be covered up, at least the nudity ones. Yeah, we have this. Just like last time, there's a lot of tigers here. My OC Blair, Foss from Lustrous again. And then, I was hanging out with my friend. This is, I made him a Chico Isona. He drew Shadowbelk and like some of my other favorite characters. You'll see. This is far from the last time we'll see Shadowbelk in this sketchbook. Yeah, another tiger, Melandra. And this is drawn by another friend of mine. Hi Nila, if you're watching, hello! I was visiting her and I met her 2 kittens. So this is Kiki, this is Gigi. And then this is a tiger that she drew for me. Character exploration. This is a character that was originally called Trinket, but their name is now Nightlight. Very cute. And then this is when I went on vacation. Sorry if you heard that notification. Ha 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 ha. This is when I went on a vacation. Just drew my POV from the car. Random person that I saw on Pinterest, Jingles, one of my characters I was working on. And this is kind of what Nightlight looks like now. I kind of got into Musume. More OC stuff, yippee! I really wanted to try like stippling, like having a lot of like using dots, I guess is a better explanation, to shade, and I thought that was really cool. More Nightlight drawings, more Ayla, and then Rue and Rika. This is around when I got back into Gachiakura because I saw that the anime was coming out, and I've loved the manga for quite a while now. So I like mainly just like body inspiration, and I'll have to cover this up as well, whoops. And then just generally trying to get back into drawing with pencils and stuff. This is kind of where if you couldn't tell, the cookies came in. I drew my character Murray, and I was like, oh, this blue highlighter is perfect for drawing Shadowbelk cookie. And it takes me a few tries until I figure out how I actually want to draw him, so he looks kind of weird in the beginning. But pure vanilla cookie. I love drawing pure vanilla cookie, except I don't draw him that much, which is very funny. This is just my schedule, for school. I think this specific drawing is what, like, segmented this to. This is the Shadowbelk sketchbook. I'm not embarrassed to say that. Number 1 example. More OC stuff, Jingles, Nightlight, Cyrus, and Flicker. And then this is a really sweet page because my friend Dion drew their OC Azra and Shadowbelk, and I love how it just says, I love vanilla. So I drew pure vanilla here, and then more of Jingles. I thought this drawing of their outfit was particularly cute. More Shadowbelk, no surprises there. More Shadowbelk, no surprises there. I really want to turn this idea into a full drawing because I thought it looked really, really cool. This drawing got kind of popular on Tumblr. It's just of like pure vanilla in his 3 main canonical forms, I guess. This is some character exploration for some deities that I was making for my story. Oh, I love this page, mainly because you see it says like pure vanilla, and then there's pure vanilla, and then you see all these Shadowbelk eyes, but oh my god, it's a cutout! Holy shit! This was in September, and I was really excited for Halloween. More OC stuff. this was my birthday, so this is like a few like birthday presents that I got and stuff. This is a plushie that my friend made me. As I said, I got really into tigers. Yeah, tiger. This is my character facsimile. This is one of my favorite tigers that I've ever made. My friends drew in my book again. Odin drew this entire page for me. Dion drew this entire page for me. They know that I'm very cookie-pilled, so I got both Eternal Sugar and Shadow Vanilla. And then Odin drew even more pages for me. Ugh, I miss my friends. This is when Cringetober started. I did Cringetober. I think I did like 15 days or something. This is Nila once again. Drew Sable, I think her name is, the girlie from Dead by Daylight, and then Caitlin Bai. So the first prom for Cringetober was my first OC, so I drew just this OC that I made in like, I don't know, like 5th grade, but I probably have earlier like pony OCs or something. Scrapped OC design, my old Sona, shout out if you remember Grape, because I still kind of love them. And well, I don't really have a persona, so I just drew myself, but goopy. Day 4 was my pony sona. I already had one that I made in my last sketchbook. And then day 5 was fursona, and I didn't have a sketchbook, but I'm like, you know, my 2 favorite animals at the moment are octopi and tigers, so I just mixed them together, and I think it looked really cute. Even more shadow milk, by the way. This is again kind of a nothing page. More tigers! Day 6 was Vocaloid OC, but I couldn't be bothered to make an entire OC just for one prompt, so I just drew Hatsune Miku. I went crazy. You'll see that in this next page. I love these tigers. Day 7 is Fandom OC. This is my OC Phosphor. They originally started out as an OC for a band that I liked, but then he just kind of turned into his own person. And then for OCX Canon, I drew Melandra and Tamila, because Tamila was originally made by my friend Odin. This is just some doodles of like my OC Elio, Nerd Tiger, Blair, Elio again, because I really liked how I drew their hair. This was day 9 of Cringetober, old art redraw. If I can find the original photo that I based this off of, I'll put it here if I can. And then this was day 10, which is gender bent. And I'm not really a big fan of when gender bends are just you give the character tits or you revoke their tits, but I thought it would be very funny to do with Shadow Milk, because I didn't have any time. I was already behind and I couldn't be bothered. Day 11, Heterochromia, one of my old OCs, Lucine, that I don't really use anymore. I got really into scrapbooking. Reclaimed insecurity. I have a big forehead, and I've started wearing my hair slick back. I've been doing it for like a year now. I wear my hair in a slick back with pigtails, and I think it's very fun. And then I found like a bunch of rabbit stickers, so I just drew a bunch of rabbits, and then I got reminded of how much I love Sam and Max, so one of them just turned into Max. This is a bunch of like different, just a random sketchbook. Another Shadow Milk. At the top here is a letter that I got from one of my friends, so I'm just not gonna show it. Day 13 of Cringetober was Angel X Demon, so we have Angel Shadow Milk and Demon Pure Vanilla. And then day 14 was Mary Sue, so I went back to my old emo roots for this. And then day 15 was Gajinka, so I drew Earth-chan because she's one of my favorite Gajinkas. And then some really crappy horse studies that I did at like way too late in the night. This was when Pokemon Legends ZA came out. This is my character Taffy. Her partner Pokemon is Esper because I love Esper so much. Blair, random girly, and another tiger. This is when my Artix markers came in, and I went crazy with these. I love the Artix markers so much. So we have my OC facsimile, we have a Junebug. If I can flip the page. We have Moo from Milgram, because this is when her Trial 3 song came out, and I love her. I think she's so fucked up. And then I drew some blueberries and Flickr. This is just like testing out the acrylic markers because I haven't really used anything like them before. And you can kind of tell because it doesn't really look that good. But it gets better towards the end, kind of, I swear. This is my fursona. I officially designed one. This is Toodles. I love them a lot. I want them to have, like, a very typical, like, 2010 animation meme art style and clothing style. And my friend Isaac, once again, drew in my sketchbook, and I love how he drew Toodles. If you haven't seen, I made a video with my friends, right? On Instagram, it got like 2 million views. Very fun. I drew a long-eared bat. This was a print that I made for an art class assignment. This was Halloween. I went to a Halloween party, and I got, like, this. And then I drew more Toodles. And then this is, I feel, kind of when I started understanding the artist markers a little bit more. We got to know each other a little better. Drew Shadow Milk. And then I went to, like, an art market with my friends. This is one of my favorite decorated pages. You have Shadow Milk, you have Ayla. I think this is really funny. It looks like the Johns are home. Why don't you try knocking next time, bitch? Another tiger. Who do you think I am at this point? I like making tigers based off of, like, things I experience. So this was based on a dream that I had. It had nothing to do with tigers. I don't think you're gonna be able to guess what the dream was about, but I think he's very cute. We're closing in on the end. No, we're not. I think we're, like, halfway. This was, just general, like, for the longest time, I haven't been happy with how stiff my poses are, in my art. So I just drew random poses some are based off of artists, some are just from my imagination. What I think is really funny is that I drew this person and then I added colors and it reminded me of someone. I'm not gonna say who. This is when I found some old crayons. So I wanted to, like, mix the textures. This is with the Artix markers and crayons. This is a tiger that I drew, more tigers, a Miku sticker that I bought at the market. I can't really flip the sketchbook. I don't have a really tall desk. But yeah, Shadow Milk, pure vanilla. I don't think that surprises anyone. More tigers. Oh, I should have kept a tiger count. Oh well. Even more tigers. You'll see more of this guy. I think he's very cute. Just a doodle page of me, because I'm self-centered. A random page. Drew my character Elio again. I realized that I suck at drawing shoes, so I just did some random shoe studies from Pinterest. Okay. So I love drawing Shadow Milk with a big ol' smile, right? So I wanted to make a character that also had a big ol' smile. You'll see more of this person later. That's really the most important part from this page. I drew them again here. My friend wanted them to be called Curry, and another one said Mercury, so I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. More drawings of Toodles, more drawings of this one specific tiger, my character Malcolm. This is an assignment that I did, and here it basically says, feel what you have to feel. More Mercury! I love them. I cannot stop drawing them in my sketchbook. This is gonna be difficult. My friend went to a convention and asked some people to draw tigers for me. So I got, like, a tiger mixed with a rabbit and a really cute tiger here. And this tiger is an assignment that I did. Nothing else is interesting about this page. I'm gonna have to blur a lot of this. Whoops. I just thought this drawing was really funny. And more drawings of Malcolm, because I love Malcolm. This Ooh, I'm so proud of this. I was gonna make an entire animatic to meant to be yours, but with Shadow Milk and Pure Vanilla. So this is the storyboard. Um, goes over here as well, and I drew Shadow Milk and Pure Vanilla at the top. This is notes from a one shot that I did as the DM. More tigers, more tigers. This is the party that we're playing for the one shot. As you can probably tell, one of them didn't have a reference sheet. Whoops. This is when me and Artix Marcus became really good friends. Drew my character Thistle, drew Doomed Yuri right here. You won't be able to understand, but this is Esther and this is the Hyacinth. This is a sticker of my character Phosphor that my friend made. Even more of this happy, jolly little fella, who now has a name. His name is Dante Latinsa. How we got to that name? Yeah, you'll never know. My friend Isaac drew Mercury for me because I've been going insane over them. This is when I first showed my friends my drawing of Mercury, and both of them immediately realized that they reminded them of someone. I have no idea who, though. Even more Mercury, I drew Flicker, and then I realized that I was really out of practice with drawing Flicker. This is one of my favorite pages, just because I think it looked really cute. Yeah, so we got Blair. Oh. We don't talk about that. We got Blair and Ayla. And then Dion bought me a button, and I got like a magical girl Usagi from Chikawa design on it. I drew more Flicker because I realized that I wasn't happy with how I drew her. I cut Dion's hair and it turned into like a perfect swirl, so I just taped it into my book. More drawings of Jingles. This was when I had an ear infection, and that was one of the worst things that I've been through. It was so painful. But it's over now, and Dion drew my book again. This is just random drawings of Toodles and clowns, Shadow Milk once again, a random person, and Vivian because I hadn't drawn her in forever. More drawings. Odin drew here. Dion drew this. We watched the A Christmas Carol, The Muppets, and you can guess who's who. I drew Mercury again because I love them. Even more Mercury. Toodles, Mercury, and Dion's OC Azra again. Shadow Milk, a character that I'm developing for a story that I'm making with my friend. Nightlight is back. Started out with them, ended with them. And then I just got really excited because I love Fennekin, so I just drew Fennekin. And then this Christmas is approaching, so this is the last full page. There's just a lot of tigers on it because I love tigers. And that's it. Total Shadow Milk drawings, a clean 50, not including all the storyboard drawings. Wonderful. That's it. Thanks for watching. As you can probably tell, I haven't really posted a lot to YouTube. That's mainly because I don't really have any ideas of what to post. So, if you want to see something specific from me, you can comment down below. Or DM me on Instagram if you're more comfortable with that. Okay, bye!